Hi guys, so this video is going to be about tips for having a natural birth. I have people ask me all the time in person and just like over YouTube and over Facebook and Instagram. They ask me what tips I have for if you want to have a natural birth. By natural, I mean no interventions and no epidural, obviously not a C-section, and no like IV medications, just like a natural birth. Just a natural unmedicated birth, whether it be a home birth or a hospital birth or whatever you want to have. So I have a few things that I tell people when they ask me this. And the number one thing I tell them is that if you want to have a natural birth, you in your mind have to tell yourself that there is no other option. You have to convince yourself that you are not going to try to do this. You are going to do it. And that's the main thing that changed my mindset with the twins when I wanted to have a natural birth, because I had just had with my daughter before having the twins, I had an epidural and I had IV medications, and it was just like, it was totally medicated. I was obviously scared to have a natural birth. And especially if you haven't been through birth before, you don't know what to expect. It's all about your mindset. If you're going to tell yourself that you'll try to have a natural birth and that if it gets bad enough, then you'll get an epidural, you're gonna get an epidural because it's gonna get bad enough. Labor hurts. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. What you have to do is you have to change your mindset again from picturing it as pain to picturing it as a way to get your baby out. And this is really, really hard to explain. But you have to kind of let the pain take over you. You have to give in to the pain. 99% of the time, you will get to a point where you feel like you can't do it. And when you get to that point, it means that you're almost there. Instead of picturing yourself sitting there in pain, you have to picture your body getting this child out. With every contraction that you have, picture your uterus just like squeezing that sucker out. The other thing you need to do is just relax. And that is way easier said than done. Trust me, trust me, trust me, I know. When you finally give into the pain and you just let the pain take over you and you just picture your body delivering this baby, that's when you really can just let your mind relax. Tensing up is only gonna make things worse. So you just have to literally let the pain take over. I am not against anybody's decisions when it comes to what kind of birth they wanna have. I personally would choose a natural birth any day over any kind of delivery. And I know that there's people that are completely opposite and they're just like, give me a C-section, and that is totally fine. But I knew that when I wanted to have a natural birth, the last thing I wanted to hear was people saying, oh, you're gonna get the epidural, or it you know it's gonna hurt, right? Or just like those stupid comments where I'm just like, shut up. So that's another thing, is you need to not necessarily get rid of the people who are telling you that, but just kind of tune them out. And if anything, for everyone that says that you can't do it, just tell yourself how much you're gonna prove everyone wrong. Another thing that really helped me have a natural birth was realizing that for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of however long people have been on this planet, women have had babies naturally. How do you think you're here today? Because women have been doing it for years. What I had to tell myself in order to achieve a natural birth, especially the first time, the second time was really easy. I don't know if it was because I had twins before that, but the second time was just like a piece of cake. You really just have to give yourself no other option, unless of course it's medically necessary. I don't want to make people think that I'm like anti anything. Assuming you have a normal healthy pregnancy and a normal healthy baby and a normal healthy body, there is pretty much no reason why you can't do it. So you just can't give yourself any other option. If you tell yourself that you might get the epidural, you will get the epidural. Another good way to ensure that you're gonna have the natural birth that you want is to have a really good support system. For me, it was never my husband. If you've gone back and looked at my videos, it was always my mom. And although she wasn't physically there, well, she was physically there, but she wasn't physically like touching me and stuff, just having her there and having like the midwife the second time around is what really, really helped me. The second time around, if I had enough time in advance knowing that I wasn't gonna have my husband around, I absolutely would have hired a doula, but I never did, so I can't speak on behalf of what that's like. But I do highly recommend a doula, as well as someone to just be there to support you. So those are the tips I really just tell people. So I really hope that if you're planning on a natural birth that this helped you. If no one else in your life supports you, just know that I do support you and I know that you can do it. You are strong and you are capable of doing anything that you put your mind to. So that's pretty much all the tips that I have, just a quick little video. I hope that that helped anyone who wants to have a natural birth. And let me know if you guys have any questions about it, and I will talk to you guys for my next video. Bye. Medicated or unmedicated. Pretty much had 3 completely different labors. I had a hospital medicated labor, a hospital unmedicated labor, and then a home unmedicated labor also. I did not have to be induced for any